It was never scheduled.
Welcome to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing. Make sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Seriously, hit it like it owes you money. Want to go the extra mile? Drop a super chat or donate to the Cash App, because who doesn't love supporting quality content? Catch me live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m. See you there.
Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing Gervonta Tank Davis and his rematch with Lamont Roach. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button. Make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as I go throughout the video. If you're new here and you just subscribe, make sure you let me know below in the comments. Just type I subscribe. That'd be great. I want to get to know all my subscribers. I want to know who subscribed to my channel. And don't forget to stop by my live. And be sure to support the channel with the Cash App or the Super Thanks. And again, if there's a video you want me to make, drop it in the comment section with a Super Thanks, and I'll get that video right out to you. So the thing I want to address in this video, right? Y'all know how I do. We're going to do word on the YouTube streets, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents about the situation. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. The thing I want to say is there's a lot of people now, since the fight with Gervonta Tank Davis has been moved from June and they're working on another date. And now all kind of narratives are starting to swirl around. I'm hearing Roach want more money. I'm hearing Gervonta Tank Davis don't really want to fight. I'm hearing he's scared. I'm hearing all of these different narratives about them deciding or looking for a different date to make the fight. Now, could those narratives be true? I don't know. I'm not there. Again, I'm just giving my 2 cents, which means I'm giving my opinion about the situation. Could those narratives be true? Could Tank Davis not want the rematch? Could Lamont Roach be asking for more money? Could all of these things and narratives be true? They could be, possibly. But what I want to do is just apply some logic and common sense to the situation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm breaking news. I'm not none of that. Like I said, this is an opinion, a channel based off of my boxing opinion. I don't know. I don't got no sources. None of that. So I think it's amazing how everybody always has sources, and that's what they like to fall back on when you try to refute the narrative that they're spitting. And it's like, okay, you got sources, but again, that don't mean your source is right. I've seen the people with sources say a lot of things that aren't right, but they continue to listen to these same sources that give them the wrong information. They just go from one narrative to the next narrative to the next narrative. Think about before the Lamont Roach fight, right? They was planning a Lamont Roach fight. They were saying they had a venue issue. They were looking for something else. And then people start coming out. Oh, PBC broke. Oh, PBC running out of money. Oh, they never planned to do it. Oh, like all the it was a different narrative each step of the way up until the fight. And I'm like, man, like what are they doing this? What's going on? And I realize why they're doing it. Now that I'm monetized on my YouTube channel, and stick around to the end of the video, because I'm going to tell you what I think, my 2 cents about why they do this. I think I figured it out. So what they keep doing, and I want y'all to pay attention to this, and because I need y'all to get hip to this. We got to get more educated in these boxing streets so people can stop just telling y'all anything. What they're doing is, I figured it out. Every step to the negotiation process of a Gervonta Tank Davis fight, they take the step, they take whatever's going on in the process, whatever step they're on. Right now, they're trying to find a date. So they're taking the date and they're creating a narrative around it so that they can say things negative about Gervonta Tank Davis. How come nobody's saying Roach don't want the rematch? How come this ain't Roach's fault? How come Roach ain't the reason? If we're gonna, like, why we can't replace those Tank names in the narrative? Why we can't put Roach name in there? That's my first question. My second question is, why do we have to go through this every single Gervonta Tank Davis fight? Every single fight, every single step to the negotiations, to the process of making a fight, there's a different negative narrative about Tank or the PBC all up until the fight happens. And this hasn't just started with Tank. Looking back, they continuously do this all the time with top PBC fighters. It's a little more egregious with Tank, in my opinion, and it's more of like a full blown smear campaign. It doesn't seem like these are people, fans that just, don't like Tank and disagree with Tank and they putting this out there. No, this seems like a full blown media effort. And so what they're doing is, let me put y'all on game. They're taking every step in the negotiating process and attaching a negative narrative to it. Like I keep saying, how was the rematch postponed when it was never scheduled, y'all? They were thinking about the date. Oh, we're thinking about June. The fight wasn't scheduled. They didn't have a place scheduled. None of that. It was not done. They're still negotiating and trying to figure it out. So the fight was not postponed. It was never scheduled. So I'm seeing these people saying the fight was postponed, and I'm in the comment sections. You should see some of these comments. Oh, I knew Tank ain't want to fight. I knew Tank was this, and oh, I know he's scared, and I knew he didn't want it. And I'm thinking in my head, like, how are y'all coming to these conclusions? Can you tell me why they would be going through this process if Tank didn't want the rematch? Oh, they forcing Tank to do the rematch? How can they force Tank to do anything? Let me know. Who's forcing him? Who? Can you put a name on who's forcing him to do the rematch? It just doesn't make any sense. So I just want people to apply common sense to these situations so y'all can stop getting all emotional and getting duped. I don't understand how y'all don't realize that this keeps happening. The fight was not postponed because it was never scheduled. Bottom line, they're still in the negotiation process, trying to put the event together, trying to find a good time to have the fight. This is an event they're putting on. This is a big event they're putting on. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in revenue that they're trying to create. They want to make sure they have the right date. They want to make sure they put in a fight at the right time. They don't want to overwhelm the boxing fans with pay-per-views. They want to you get what I'm saying? It's a lot that goes into this. The fight was never scheduled. It's not postponed. They're just not doing it on that date. Period. And so what I realized is this is my first time on my YouTube channel being monetized for a Tank fight. And them analytics was up. Them analytics was up in March because Tank was fighting. And after I seen that, I said, you hear people say, oh, they're just doing it for likes and clicks and views because they want to make money. You hear people say that cliche line all the time, right? But to actually experience it, to actually experience my analytics going up because there's a Tank fight. And if you go back, I didn't even make a bunch of Tank videos. I mean, we talked about Tanks a lot in my live because he had a fight coming up, which is just what I do regularly. I'm talking about the hottest topics in boxing. I don't just ride one fighter. Whatever the hottest topic in boxing is, that's what I'm giving my 2 cents about. So now I understand why they constantly make these narratives up each step and put out all these crazy Tank videos. Because simply put, it's profitable. It's business. It's business. And like I said, I don't knock nobody. If you want a YouTube tabloid channel, that's cool. If you want a breaking news channel, that's cool. If you a pro Crawford channel, it's all cool. It's space for everybody. It's space for everybody. But what I want to get the 2 centers to understand and start to recognize is these patterns and these games that they're playing in order to get the views and likes, right? It's your business, run your business however you want to. But I just want to point it out because what y'all not going to do to my community, to the 2 centers in my community, is put out BS and continue to string them along and have them arguing with people that don't know what they're talking about because you done put out the wrong information. So I'm going to close with this. The fight was not postponed because it was never scheduled. They said, oh, we're going to do it this day. They looked around, said, oh, maybe we need to make some changes, and they moved the date. And let's say that Gervonta Davis wouldn't be ready to fight in June, or Lamont Roach wouldn't be ready to fight in June. What's the problem? What's the problem? Everybody acting like it's so egregious because they moving a rematch back, as if people don't wait years for a rematch. Not everybody do immediate rematches. So let's not act like that's just what they do in boxing. People have not been doing immediate rematches. You got Baturbi. I mean, Turkey's been kind of doing the immediate rematch thing, but you don't have to do an immediate rematch. Gervonta Davis could easily fought somebody else and then fought Lamont. You know what I'm saying? That could have happened also. So let's not act like all of a sudden he just has to do this immediate rematch or he's less than any other fighters. It's a lot of your favorite fighters. People ask for rematches. They didn't even fight the rematch. They just moved on, which is cool if that's what they wanted to do. But let me know what you think by dropping your 2 cents below in the comments about the fight being quote unquote postponed when it was never scheduled. By dropping your 2 cents below in the comments, follow me on IG at 2cents20. Follow me on IG at 2cents boxing. Follow me on X at 2cents20. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.